Hey guys, hi. We're starting in a sec. Just need to quickly take care of something here. What? All right, I just here I don't know what's going on. I just got this here. My disk is full. Sometimes. 80 bucks. Yeah, I don't know. So let's see. Is LinkedIn? Yeah, LinkedIn is running. Okay. Yeah, guys. Let me quit out the music. Yeah. This is a session about the discount that I run this weekend for the Academy. 20% on annual, the 12-month plan and the unlimited plan. And I want to use this. For me, it's Saturday evening. And I thought, let's just jump on, show you around a bit in the Academy and ask and answer your questions that you have. So if you have questions, put them in the chat. I'm going to answer all of them, depending on how much is coming in. I just want to quickly see. Yes, I am live on LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn is also here. Yeah, guys. And YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Few people on YouTube. Hi. Yeah. Ask me questions, everything that you have around data engineering. Otherwise, I'm just quickly going through the Academy here, showing you a bit around what's going on, what I have in there. Why I think it's important. And then, then let's just have a chill Saturday. And any questions, again, put them in the chat. I'm here. I said to my wife, I'm going to be in 35 minutes. I'm going to be back home. So let's have a chat. Yeah, about the Academy. I don't know, put in the chat if you already know what I do with my Academy. Basically, my idea with the Academy is that you find there everything that you need to learn data engineering as a beginner or as somebody who is already in the job, has experience and needs to get into a new topic, or you want to level up your skills. That's for me, that's the background of the Academy. That's where, that's why I built this, because let's be honest, there's not a lot of education on this topic. There is some now, but it's not a lot. So yeah, I'm running here, Black Friday deal, save 20% now, Black Friday 23, 30, 12 months, and on the unlimited. That's basically what I do. I have two plans, a 12-month plan and a unlimited plan, because what is part of this Academy is I am doing, and I put this here. Let me do it like this. I also do free mentoring, so I do live office hours. We had one last week. We're going to have one next week again. We're chatting about data engineering, about the Academy, where I, for instance, help you. What do you need to do next? What fits best to you? And that's basically where, when you do annual, you can come here for a year. If you want to have this longer, you're also going to then, if you buy unlimited, you can join whenever you want. Also the access to the courses and the new ones that are coming out. That's also for everybody who gets unlimited will get this basically forever. And for annual, you will get in the 12 months everything that we bring out in the 12 months. We have brought out a lot this year. There's one more thing coming, one awesome thing where I had a collaboration. I'm not sure if I can bring this out next week, but the week after that should be, because that's completely recorded. I just need to create the course. Mohinder asks here, what's the time frame to be a data engineering pro? Well, it always depends on where you're starting from, right? You can, if you start from from zero, this is always going to be a bit more difficult, or it will take longer, because to really become a pro, you need to have work experience. That's absolutely necessary. What I do, for instance, with the Academy, I help people get to that stage where they are job ready, where you can have or basically then gain your work experience to become really the pro in this. Or you already you're already at the job and you want to become a pro and you want to level up. So if let's say you're starting from zero, you have Python knowledge, you have SQL knowledge, and then let's say you start with the Academy. Roughly, that it always depends on how much you do. 3 to 6 months, that's usually what it takes to get a job. Sometimes it's also quicker, so depends a bit, but that's usually the thing. And if you have a full-time job and then become a pro, depends on many factors. I would say once you worked at a job, give it 2 years, and in 2 years you're usually then at a level where you say, okay, now I'm really, really good at it, and I can hold myself, and any challenge is a challenge I can overcome. So I would say 3 to 6 months until you are job ready, until you really you jump on and you can go, and then 2 more years to really become a pro. That's the thing. What's included in the unlimited plan? Can you please describe? Sure. So the idea with the Academy, right? There are two main things that are parts of these. One part is, and if we go to all courses here, I don't know, let's just stay on the Academy page. One part here is the part of the Academy where you have all the basics. I'm going through computer science basics. I'm going through Python for data engineers, where we do a lot of coding, a lot of stuff with data frames, with pandas and so on. And Docker, that's very important, because Docker you're going to use all the time. And then platform fundamentals, where platform pipeline design, data modeling, and security, and so on. And then I have different tracks here, an open source track, where if you want to say, okay, I don't want to start with cloud services, let's start with open source. So like streaming with Kafka, Spark, MongoDB, Elasticsearch, pipeline monitoring with Influx and Grafana, and Airflow for scheduling. Or I have a track for platform cloud, platform basics, AWS, Azure, GCP. And then I call this the warehouse and data lakes track, where you have a GCP, BigQuery, Redshift, you have Snowflake, you have Databricks, and Hive and Hadoop. And this is all basically all included in the Academy. This is the big part of the Academy where this is prepared for you, right? How this works is I have created, now we're on 29 courses, next will be 30 courses. 30 courses and also example projects. Usually I try to basically push every tool, everything that we learn. I try to create a project out of it, so it's more fun to learn and it's more real world. And so that's how this works. And you, as an annual membership, you will get this 12 months. And if you purchase unlimited, you will have access to all of this for an unlimited time and also for the new stuff. Same for, by the way, same for the 12 months. Everything during your subscription that comes out is part of your subscription. So that's the cool thing. We put out, I think this year we were at every 2 months a course. Last year we were every 1 month a course. So this way you are getting the newest stuff all the time. And then again, the second part, I can bring this up here. The second part is the personal help. I sometimes people need for me say, there's a lot in the academy. What fits best to me? And then I help them with do this, do this, do this. And there are two things how I do this: either here through our Discord server, where we have our private channels where you are getting help, and here's somebody introduced himself, and where the questions are coming in and I'm answering the questions. But very often it's the way that also people in the private part of the Discord server are answering the questions because they have worked through this and it's for them a training. So it's very nice. That's the support. Also, you can mention me there and I'm going to help. Then there's the other part, the office hours. Every 2 weeks we meet, and yeah, you can ask me anything in that 2 hours. What we've done, we've done data modeling. We have done platform design. We have done custom learning plans there. Last week we were talking a lot about about this problem where jobs require you to have experience, but you're only getting experience through the job. So that's a big problem right now. So we were talking about these kind of things. So again, it's 2 parts, and if with the annual plan you get this for 12 months, with the unlimited you get this for a limited time. That's how the pricing is structured right now, and yeah, that's the difference basically. More questions? Put the questions in. I see a lot of people here on YouTube and on LinkedIn. Put the questions in. I'm here. What do you have? What questions do you have? Until Sunday night, 20% discount. You can also, if you say unlimited is too expensive, you can also say I'm doing annual, and then you can anytime upgrade to unlimited for a largely reduced price. I think it's 45% discount. Is this all recorded class or live class? No, this is basically what you see here. What you see here, all these things here, from these 9 parts for the fundamental tools, these 10 projects, platform pipeline fundamentals, the basics here, that is all pre-recorded, because it doesn't make sense to do this. Like, why should I do this live where I talk all the time the same things? And also not everybody needs everything. So that's why this is recorded. And then if you have questions, yeah, you can use the Discord, you can join the office hours. I have to admit, the office hours, I need to do them more. Over the summer, I didn't do them mostly, but now we're back and they're coming out every 2 weeks. We're meeting, and yeah. So that's your live class, because in the courses everything is prepared for you. You have link, please. It's learndataengineering.com. Can I post the link here? Sometimes. Let me try to go to YouTube. because I don't have the YouTube chat out here. Can I post this here? Yeah, okay. Here to YouTube, I can post it. To LinkedIn, I can't. Yeah, this is the all courses page, and yeah, you can then go back to Academy. And yeah, basically, all you need to do is you need to come in here. You need to go here. So basically, yeah, over 50 hours of prepared content here. 52 hours of prepared content. Source code, set up everything for you. Help channels. Yeah. You can come in here, say 12 months, take the code here, enroll now. And this is 314 for me because I have 19% sales tax here in Germany. And you can just go here, apply the coupon code, and then this removes you the money. So 20%. Does the course require any paid subscription? Well, I call this subscription, but it's not a renewing subscription, right? So you make a one-time payment, then you get the 12 months, or you get the unlimited. And if you want to upgrade from annual then to unlimited, then you can do that anytime. And even after the course is finished, or even after your 12 months are gone, you can just send me an email, Andreas, I want to upgrade. No problem. And then you can upgrade. So it's not really, I call this subscription, but it's not like a monthly subscription that you have to run. Right? Oh, Manu. Cool. Yeah, the podcast. Ah, man, that's a good reminder. I have so many sessions, right? Because with all the live streams that I have done, I need to actually upload them to the podcast on Spotify. So I'm sorry. The promo is until when? Sorry, I couldn't see the website. Well, the promo is until tomorrow night. I made it so that East Coast USA, basically midnight. That's the. I also put this on the website here for the rest of the week. So basically, I should do this until Sunday night. Should actually do this on the website. Ah, okay, Ankit. Okay. Paid subscription on AWS or Azure. Yeah, you need. Yeah. Because I can't host this for you. You need to create your own subscriptions. But the thing is, now when you go to AWS, you have a free tier for a year, right? I don't know, I can't remember exactly how this worked. How was the free tier? Was this for a year? Well, let's just quickly look at it. AWS free tier. Free tier account. Let's switch this to English. 12 months free trials on stuff. And with that, almost everything that we do is under the free tier. There are a few services, but usually when you do this will cost you, if it's $10, it's a lot. So usually $10, $20 depends on the speed you're working and how long you have the things up. Google is even better on GCP. GCP has where's that? Get started for free. They have $300 sharing credits, free credits, so you can start that for free. And Azure, the same thing. Azure also has a free tier. So yes, you need to create your own accounts, but yeah, it's not a big deal because usually you don't even pay for these. Same thing for Databricks. Same thing for Snowflake. It's same thing. They have free tiers. Everything that we do, except the AWS one, that has 2-3 things, but it's only a few bucks. where you can do everything for free, and that was very important for me. Everything in that I showed you in the here's the open source track on the left here, with Kafka, with Spark, with MongoDB, Elasticsearch, and so on. That is all through Docker on your machine, so you don't even have to worry about that. It's all it's all free. I'm a full-time employee with 8 years of experience in front-end engineering, looking to switch to tech stack. Very nice, very nice. Want to understand if this stream has enough opportunities with my background. Well, front-end engineering, so if you have Python and if you have SQL experience, you can start. Opportunities, well, it's very easy to get a job with this. Of course, you need to apply, and of course, you will get a lot of companies that reject you. It's always the same thing. But if you are determined, if you're doing the project, if you're documenting this stuff, if you're going the extra mile, maybe trying stuff out yourself, basically using a different data set, trying to build something a bit different than I do in the courses, and then put this on your CV and maybe use this to talk about in your interview. Absolutely, it's absolutely possible, Manu. It's absolutely. I can see great courses under course section from different authors. Those all courses come with unlimited. Yeah. In my academy, so what I decided to do is you don't buy individual courses, because individual courses doesn't really work. You always need more information around this. You always need fundamentals. You need some basic stuff, and you need some advanced, maybe projects. And that also on different tools. It doesn't just, let's say Airflow, you're just taking the Airflow part and saying, okay, I'm going to do the Airflow, sell this individually. It's bullshit. This does not really help you. You need to have a broad knowledge, and that's what I show you in the introduction, and that's what I try to teach you throughout this course. And also, yeah. So everything is included. I don't sell individual things. What you see is what you get. It's very, very simple. And if there's new stuff coming out, or not if, when new stuff is coming out, you will get the new stuff. Like that new course where we basically, what is coming soon as the next or the week after that, depends on how much time I have. Andrew Jones, who's running Data Science Infinity, he has a part in his program for data scientists that is very useful for engineers. Basically, data manipulation, data processing for machine learning. And it's a huge course, huge part, and I arranged with him that he puts this into my academy. So I have the go ahead and we bring this for you. I have over 2 years of work experience in data analytics. Very nice. I'm looking forward for an opportunity in the UK. Will you able to help me with a job opportunity as a data analyst or similar working roles? That's not what I do. So I tried this. I tried to set up a recruiting part where I try to basically help students in my academy find jobs. The problem is right now, there are so many people who are searching for jobs and not so many companies, or basically the companies are very picky. So it's basically more people than jobs right now. And nobody cares about a job placement, about a recruiting part for data engineering. It's terrible. It's just you have to do the work. You have to apply the stuff that you learn here. For instance, in my academy, not just my academy, but you know what I mean. Work through this, document this, and it's on. And yeah, then then you can get a job. Then you will be ahead of 80% of the people that are searching for the jobs, and you will be in the position where you can get a job, right? Even in a job market where 80% or where there are more people than companies, right? Or more applicants than companies, right? Getting ahead is very important. Now, what did I want to say here? Yeah, but basically that's what I do with the academy. And as an analyst, I have a lot of people in the academy that want to make that jump from analyst to engineer. Absolutely, that's absolutely possible. Usually I advise people to start, for instance, with Snowflake, with dbt, because that is from the analytic side. Usually people know warehouses, then learn to transform the data, and then go into the harder coding parts. Yeah. Any tips for ATS and required skills where I can stand amongst others? What's ATS? Can you help me with these abbreviations in English? I don't know. What's ATS? Is that the thing that basically checks the CVs? I don't know. What's that? Required skills. Well, the thing is, there is no single skill where you can stand out, right? And there is no golden bullet where I say, okay, you learn this and you 100% get a job. All right, that's not going to work. You have to find out what is interesting. What are you interested in? Do a bit of research. What are companies interested in your area, in your country, in the industry that you're searching for, and then learn these tools, learn these platforms, and then stand out through this. That's the important thing. Applicant tracking system. I'm not the super specialist in this. I don't know. So I have a bit of this in my successful. Do I even have that here? Because this is in these tracks here, the basics. That's not everything. Let me bring this up. Don't I have this in my successful job application? I think I have a part in there. I don't remember. I think it was the headlines for the that are very important. It's that you organize it the right way and that you use basically the keywords throughout your CV. But I think this is a very complicated thing. Can you give some examples of what to find as hands-on example project? Yeah, sure. So let's jump in. Let's say the document streaming here. That's one of my favorite projects, because that is bringing together APIs, Kafka, Spark, MongoDB, and the user interface. And basically, how this works is here. I even have a board for this, for Miro, that you can access, where we have some data. We have a data from an online store, and what you do is, this is CSV, and you transform that CSV file, and then create a JSON file, put this within, create a client that sends that data row by row into an API. And then that API actually automatically forwards this to Kafka. Spark Streaming is going to kick in, takes the data in Kafka, processes it, puts it into MongoDB, and then we create a Streamlit app where you have a user interface in your browser, and you have tables where you can look at invoices and the items on invoices, and you can search on the left your customers, and you can search invoices, and you get that thing. That's one of the things. I have another one. I have one contract tracing with Elasticsearch. Also a very cool project to have an image here, where we create a front end also in Streamlit, and we have a data set. We create as a data set, and that data set creates people, and people visit locations in San Francisco, and this way you can, with Elasticsearch, you can track people. Where did people go? Or who visited a zip code and stuff like that. Who visited a specific business. So super cool projects, and this way basically we go through schemas, we go through the coding, we look at the data. What's that again? This is the original data set, San Francisco registered businesses. Like that's kind of things that we do. Or I don't know, Dockerized ETL with Grafana. Do I have an image here? I actually don't have an image here. That's a TD Engine one. Visualizing time series data. Here. Again, have a time series data set. Come on. Time series data set. Use Python to ingest files, put them into Influx, visualize this, set up Grafana, so set up Influx, set up Grafana, and then visualize it with the client. Let's see, how did it look with a Beijing data set, and basically you can then watch this on Influx in the Data Explorer, or yeah, this also has a part with the live weather API where we extract the data from the weather API and put this in there, and then have Grafana, and I don't have the image of the Grafana dashboard here. And then basically do the same thing, visualize this like in the Explorer here with the Grafana dashboards. So yeah, very cool. And just go to the, if you want to learn more here, go to the Academy page and go and do all courses and look at all the courses here. And you can go into each course and you can look at the stuff that we do. I always have images here of what I teach in these, and also the complete curriculum of each of the courses. So yeah, but as I said, I always try to make this as hands-on as possible. There are larger hands-on, end-to-end hands-on projects like where's the GCP one? I like to talk about the GCP one. Where's the GCP one? I actually forgot to put the stamp here in the thumbnail. That's one that I created with the team, with Eka and Santiago. And the idea with this is that you have a weather API, and on GCP we schedule a function with a cloud scheduler, and that pulls the data from the weather API, puts that in a PubSub, and from that PubSub with a cloud function, we automatically process the data, put that in a Cloud SQL database, and then with Looker Studio, we actually then visualize this. And this has everything. This has all the steps you need, all the source code, how you can debug this, how you can then visualize this with Looker Studio and everything. That's what I like. That's why I do this, to do this as hands-on as possible. Can you tell me how I can start from the beginning becoming a data engineer? Well, there are two things you have to have. You have to have some SQL knowledge and some Python knowledge. And then depending on where you're coming from, you can come from the coding part, right? You can say, okay, let's go here. Let's go to the Academy. So you can say, okay, let's go to all courses. Come on. You can say, okay, let's start. Let's look a bit into the computer science fundamentals, but I don't recommend going into everything here. And then look into Python for data engineers so that you understand how does basically a bit more advanced Python works. How can you work with data? Then look into the Docker part so that you understand, okay, I want to host an application. I want to host the tool with Docker. Do that. Then on the right side here, platform pipeline design. That's something super important. Choosing the right data store, very important, and data modeling. And then you already have the basics. We can say, okay, now from now on, I have the basics that now everything is just learning each individual tool, and then do a complete project on this. Or jump directly into a project. If you say, okay, I want to start with AWS, then you go directly to the AWS project, or Azure, or the GCP one, right? Otherwise, you would say, okay, we looked at that document streaming project. Okay, I first look into the API fundamentals, that I understand how do APIs work, how can I query APIs, how can I create my own APIs. And then I look into Kafka, into Spark, and how does the document store work. And yeah, and then you're building the project. And then this is already the streaming part. Then you already have everything. If you go with Spark fundamentals, you also have the ETL part. Now, when you do that project, you might think, okay, you do a bit of research, and you're going to see a lot of people are using Databricks and are using Spark, and that's very required now. Okay, then you say, okay, I'm going to go back into the academy. I'm going to look here. Where's Databricks? Here, data engineering on Databricks. Go into Databricks. Learn Databricks. Boom. Done. Ah, come on. Kyle here. Thanks, Kyle. I'm a current person enrolled, can vouch it's really great, spend a lot of time looking at multiple data engineering courses and tracks, and this one has been hands down the best one. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks. This is not paid. I'm super happy about this. Whenever people come, and unfortunately, I would have liked that people do more of these feedbacks to me. Usually people come and they do their courses and they're happy, and I don't even know about it. I'm guessing, Kyle, you haven't written this here, but like, have you looked into, I have how's it called? Man, a Trustpilot. So Kyle, if you haven't done here, it would help me a lot if you just go here. Just go quickly to Trustpilot, and what you've copied in here, just quickly copy this into Trustpilot to show people that you're happy. And thanks for the awesome feedback, Kyle. Awesome. I'm very happy that you like it. And come by on one of our office hours, Kyle. It'd be awesome. Andreas, I want to learn to use Airflow and schedule jobs like Spark or Dockerized scripts or dbt. Do you have a course and project recommend for anything for it? So I have a basic course for Airflow that teaches you everything you need for Airflow. And there, let me go back. Let's go to the Airflow one here. Fundamental tools. Airflow. And basically in this, I teach you how the whole thing works, DAX, operators. I have an example here with S3, GCP, Dataproc, BigQuery. And then you can see, and basically it's once you understand that, it's very easy to schedule your stuff. But yeah, I don't know what to say here. Yeah, But if you just are just looking for this one piece, and that's very important. If you're just looking at that one piece, you want to get into Airflow, don't buy the academy. Don't buy the academy. So if you just need a single tool that you're interested in, go and get yourself a book, for instance, about Airflow, or get yourself a course specifically on Airflow, and look that this teaches you the specifics that you need. Right? That's very important. As I said in the beginning, I didn't build the academy to just have single courses and that's it. No, the academy, there should be for people who want to learn multiple things, who want to level up their whole on their whole journey. And because sometimes I have people that are not happy with the academy because they basically just want to have they just needed a single course, and then they said, well, for a single course, the academy was too expensive. And I agree. I agree. That's why I say, how I always did it is I had a specific problem with the tool, and then I got myself a book back in the days with Spark and Hadoop and stuff. I got myself a book, and with that book, I then teach myself everything that I needed. Nowadays, I think it's also okay if you do online courses on that. You can learn a lot, and there are mega cool courses on specific tools. What's the valid? Oh man, that's a German. This is difficult. What's the validity unlimited plan? Means until how much time we have access to the course platform? Unlimited. You purchase this, that's it. That's it. You will get everything. No secret costs, no nothing. You purchase the unlimited plan. You have access to all the courses. Access will not go away, will not end. You will get access to all the new courses that are coming out. You have access to the private Discord. You have access to the office hours, unlimited time. And for that, let's be honest, $480 is super cheap. Super cheap. Look at other stuff, like especially that you also get the new things. And I don't have any plans of stopping this. This is going to just go and go and go. We have so many things that are coming out, and I have so many things that I want to bring out as big. We want to do a data modeling too, of course. We want to do a platform design too, and so on. It's going to be. I want to do more on Azure. It's going to be awesome. Kubernetes is in the plan, so yeah. Absolutely no problem, Kai. You also don't need to do this, but I just said I wanted to say if you haven't done this, it would be awesome to just add this. Because that really helps me. In the end, the academy pays the bills, and the academy helps feed the family and helps to keep this running. So yeah, and having good reviews on this, of course, helps with this whole thing. What jobs do we qualify for after finishing your courses and projects? Jobs asks for at least 3 years of experience. Can the projects replace work experience? Difficult. It's always, it depends a lot. First of all, if you don't have any work experience and you just do the academy and you apply for these kind of jobs, it's very difficult to get these jobs, especially if it's a smaller company and they require 3 years of work experience, because they require somebody who is up to speed and has work experience, and difficult. Larger companies, possible, but I would look for junior roles. Go to Instagram, go to LinkedIn, look for jobs, look for data engineer, look for if you for instance taken the AWS track, look for AWS engineer, AWS developer, AWS platform developer, these kind of things. Look for junior roles and apply to junior roles. The important part here is, and your question already implies this, that you don't have work experience as an engineer, that you need to get work experience. It doesn't really super matter if this job is called data engineer. Use this as a jump board. The first job, use a junior role, and then get into this. Do this 1.5, 2 years, and then jump into the next role, because then you have that experience. If you have, let's say you stay there 2 years, 2 years experience in an AWS job, like that does, or 2 years working with Spark, right? 2 years working with Spark, and the job requires 3 years. Nobody cares about if it's 2 or 3 years. That is just to tell you we need somebody who has work experience. How does the Academy course prepare students to get a first job in data engineering? Like facing some technical interviews and talking about the project? So first of all, I have this part, successful job application, where I teach you a lot of stuff, what you need to actually apply the right way, what do you need to mention, how do you document what you have learned in the Academy, because just learning this isn't really helping you that much. You need to have that. I have certificates for every course, so download every certificate. You could put the certificate, let's say you do the project, right? You do the project, you document the project on your own GitHub. You not just use the documentation that I created, but create your own documentation, put your learnings in there, put what surprised you, what was difficult in there, put the certificate there, and then this way you are going to build up a portfolio. Make this super easy to search, to access, and then in interviews, because you have worked with these things, you can talk about these things. I worked in that project that I did for myself. I worked already with BigQuery, and this is what I've done. Or if you get asked about BigQuery or like Snowflake, you could say, I haven't worked with Snowflake, but any other, you can learn Snowflake in the Academy. But if there are, well, let's say it this way, if there are questions coming up that you don't have experience with, most likely you have done similar things in the Academy. Like, let's say streaming, right? And you can say, I haven't done that, but what I've done with streaming is this, 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 and this, and this. And this helps you be more confident, be more comfortable, and stand out and actually talk about stuff that you don't even know, because you've known stuff that is comparable to this. Could you please how someone from DevOps background with 10 years of experience in BTech and CSE, all these abbreviations, it's so terrible. I'm so terrible with these. Prepare for data engineering. Most of the job roles are kind of staff engineer. Don't look at staff engineer. So if you're doing a switch, it's super difficult. What I would, John, what I would say to you is, don't try to make this hard switch, right? Don't try to go from DevOps and try to go directly into data engineering. What I would try to do is, I would try to, or look into data engineering, look at the things that I teach in the Academy, look at the things that data engineers need, and then try to get a job that has a overlap of DevOps, where you can also do some engineering. So you slowly transition into that, because right now you most likely have a good payment, have a good salary, you have a professional salary with 10 years of experience. If you now try to move into data engineering and make a hard cut, this will also be a hard cut in your salary, right? Because you're starting from from down below again, right? And so this way, I would say, rather than to try to make this hard switch, try to either evolve in the company that you are right now, maybe search a different role there, maybe try to get new responsibilities, or try to get a job that has some DevOps requirements, some DevOps work, and some engineering work. Right? Like someone said, there are less junior. Yeah, there are less junior roles, and it's very competitive. Absolutely, absolutely. It's if possible, please expand on how to get the foot in the door, the very first job. There are many things. So you could go two routes. Right? So what? And it does make sense to do both things at the same time. One route is the intern route. Get an internship at a larger company, larger corporation. And then while you're doing that internship, either they have a job for you, or try, because then you have usually access to the internal job market, try to find a job in the internal job market where the people that you're currently working with, where they can vouch for you and they can make the introduction. And basically the person that is going to interview you there can actually ask them, right? That's one part. Try to do an internship, and through the internship, try to get a job. But this only works in larger companies. This does not work in small companies, okay? The other part is you need to have a portfolio of projects, stuff that I do in the academy, that I teach. You need to use this, create with this a portfolio for yourself. You need to have a good LinkedIn account. And I teach this in the how's it called? Successful job application course. You need to have this there. And then you need to put this in the CV, and you need to apply to jobs, select junior roles, apply to jobs. And through this, try to show that you have experience, although you don't have work experience, and try to get ahead through this. That's the only, these are the two routes, and I would try to do both at the same time. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I need to go. Whoops. I went over time. So again, my Data Engineering Academy until Sunday night. You can check out the website. I'm going to post the website in here again. Here's the onto LinkedIn, you see this on YouTube. Here's the Learn Data Engineering page. You go to Academy, or you scroll down here. Here's a bit about me and so on, and about the Academy. Click on the Academy. Here you have an overview, and then here you see Black Friday deal, 20% until the end of the rest of the week. Select your discount code. Let's use the unlimited one. Boom. Go here. Select the 12 months. Very important. Select the 12 months payment. Use the one-time payment. Unlimited. Then scroll down. Again, for me, this shows with sales tax. Go to enroll now. And then add the coupon code here. Boom, 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 boom. Apply. And this applies the coupon code. As you can see, I have here $72 of sales tax, because that's how this is. By the way, this is an old email. Forget about this email. Yeah. There's everything you need there. I can only repeat myself 100,000 times. If you want to get into data engineering, there is everything there. Use this. Create your portfolio, use the Discord, use the office hours to have a chat with me, to have a chat with the other over 1,500 students. Try to make the best out of this. There's more than you need to get a job. I keep adding stuff because new stuff is coming around. That is important. And also, as I said, different industries, different countries need different tools. So, yeah, if you have questions around that, what's the right curriculum for me? How can I structure this? Buy this. Go to the Discord or send me an email. Ask me, Andreas, how could I plan this out and then do this? And whenever you have problems, use the Discord. Office hours are there for Q&A. Office hours are not there for debugging, because that is very unfair for the people who are also there. I have done this. I have to admit, I have done this, but I don't like this because I think it's very unfair for everybody else. Yeah. So check this out. Here, let me post the all courses page, and I'll also post the Academy page in there. And then I need to go because dinner is ready. So let's see if my wife already wrote. Okay. I need, yeah, okay. It's okay that I went a bit longer. I didn't need to be there at 6. Okay. Thanks everybody for being here. I hope this was helpful. Check out the Academy. If you're not happy, I have 14 days refund, full refund period, right? So there is no danger. Just today I gave somebody a refund. I don't know why this person needs a refund. Like, he said it didn't like the quality of the courses, which is like, how, like, if you purchased this yesterday, right? What were you thinking yesterday? This doesn't make sense because there's so much stuff in the Academy. Like, what? Well, that's how it is. Sometimes I don't understand people, but no, yeah. But nevertheless, everybody gets a refund within that 14 days. If you have more questions, you can also send me an email. Of course, here. Let me just. You can scroll down here. Scroll down. And here, on the bottom, where can I get even more information? Get in touch and just send us an email. This goes to our hello@LearnDataEngineering account. And yeah. See you maybe in the Academy, maybe not. Maybe see you in the next live stream. I wish you all good luck. If you do other projects, if you do other things, no problem. I'm always trying to help. I'm going to be here with the live stream next week. Yeah. See you around.